Yo, hey dog, hey, today man, you know what I'm saying? We're gonna talk about a shy topic, just trauma. We're gonna touch on why trauma is a beautiful thing and why trauma is something that you should not run from, especially when it's inflicted or, you know what I'm saying, you just experience it, bro. Listen to me, bro. Bro, I've been through a lot of different experiences, bro, just like anybody else. And what I've learned from those experiences are the more you try to run from something, bro, is the more it's kind of like the Grim Reaper, for example. I don't know if you guys ever played a game called Running Fred, but basically the game is Running Fred running from the Grim Reaper. So I use that in conversational standpoint for the reason to basically give you an example of what you're currently doing. You may have got, you know, beaten up at school. You may have gotten assaulted. You may have gotten a lot of different things done to you. It may be just emotional trauma that's never been just resolved or even just touched on. A lot of times, bro, we harbor so much trauma. Like, it's crazy because even for me at least, bro, like, I noticed that, like, bro, we harbor so much trauma and our trauma is kind of like dispersed within our decision making, if that makes sense. Like, it's to the point where, like, bro, some shit could have happened to you 10 years ago, and right now you're making a decision that you don't want to make, or you might be going into a blessing and you don't know how to fully imbuke and embark on this journey because you have trauma that you haven't dealt with. And that's the worst thing ever, bro. Like, honestly, like, we may have lost family members. We may have had family members that have not been there. Like, personally, me, bro, like my dad, like, I was holding a lot of resentment towards my father because he just wasn't there. And, you know what I'm saying? I spoke to him from a perspective of being a young man, and he just told me, he was like, yo, like, bro, I just wasn't ready to, embark on, that journey, which is, having another responsibility to take care of, having another child. And I understand, bro, because I get it. Like, bro, you were young. I wasn't playing, bro. From, surface level perspective, but, at the end of the day, of course I was meant to get here, but I get it, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, and a lot of times, bro, we often think about, like, yo, like, I ain't trying to hear that shit, bro. Like, when I needed you, where was you at? And that's exactly how, I felt towards him, bro, until I, you know, thought about things from my perspective. Like, yo, like, the shit I was doing at a certain point in time, like, what if I would have slipped up and, like, made a decision that I didn't really want to make, and it turned out, a specific way, and I had to just deal with that shit, you feel me? So it's like, bro, like, you can't really judge anybody or anything, bro. Things that happen for a reason, and you just have to take those things and learn from them, bro. Like, in all my videos, bro, I want to be a representation of taking something, taking whether big or small, or something grand, whatever the case may be, bro. Take the shit and learn from it, bro. Like, take everything. Even if some shit that's done to you that was out of your control. Like, just take the shit and learn from it, bro. Because at the end of the day, bro, like, I really do feel like trauma makes us better in so many forms and facets. Like, like, there was a lot of times in school where I just, felt like shit, bro. Like, bro, I ain't want to be here, bro. Like, a lot of situations I'm going through with family, women, all of these different things, like, bro. And it's just like, I felt like it was just only making me better. But and it was a certain time where I was letting all of those different things just compile and compound and just tear me down. I got to come home and deal with this. You know what I'm saying? I'm not really talking to anybody about my problems. I'm having this going on and I'm not talking to nobody about it. And it's one, two, three, four, five, six, all of these different things that's compiling now is just taking over. And it's like, if I'm not expressing myself or talking to nobody about this shit, what is it gonna turn into? And I started to see myself becoming a shell of myself. And this was before I even had the self-awareness to even, sense it. This is before I even in a sense, had my awakening. I'm like, okay, like, I'm lashing out at school now, or I'm lashing out on people that haven't done anything to me, or I'm trying to fit in, or I'm trying to do this and trying to get accepted, all due to the fact that I don't feel like I've been accepted by my dad. And it's crazy because it gets real deep, because it's like, bro, we don't really think about shit that much. But when you really break the shit down and you simplify it, it's like, oh shit, I was just seeking acceptance. Or I was just seeking love. I was just seeking, some form of solace. Like, for a lot of me, bro, I seek a lot of solace at a certain point in time in women, because I just felt like, nobody fully understood me or could, kind of get me in this sense. Like, from a perspective of, like, if I, what I'm saying, spoke to a woman and it's kind of like she was in a sense, at the time, I felt like just a good companion, or, even just a solid, what I'm saying, individual to talk to, and things, kind of transpired from there. But it just was like, I just felt like at peace. I felt like a lot of, men tend to confine in their women anyway, but, it just was, a lot of shit at the time that was going on. But the main thing was just like me not being able to handle my issues and problems, not being able to express myself. Like, it took me a long time, bro, to really sit down and really express myself, let alone on a camera. But, imagine you having people come to you and telling you that, yo, bro, like, keep going, keep making videos, because they really helping me out. And at the same token, this is me coming in myself, and I'm like, yo, like, bro, you don't know how much that mean to me, because it's like, bro, this all started with a dream. Like, no bullshit. Like, this shit started in the whip, right where I'm at right now, like in the whip. You know what I'm saying? I talking to my homeboy, bro. I'm like, yo, like, bro, I want to do this shit, but I don't know how to do it, bro. He's like, shit, bro, you know how to do this shit, bro. Just drop, like, just do you, bro. Talk your shit. And ever since then, bro, I just been going. Like, I just haven't stopped. I just, every day, every week. Like, at first I wasn't as consistent, and I kind of got comfortable within it, and I got my feet planted, and now it's just like, bro, like, I'm like a seed, bro. I'm growing into a flower at this point. Like, but this shit all started with a small, just overall goal of me wanting to help people, and that small goal became this, and it's growing to this day. But that wouldn't have never became a, you know what I'm saying, even a goal that came into fruition if I wouldn't have just never took the first step, which is me assessing myself and me assessing the belief that you can do this shit, bro. Like, imagine you going throughout your whole life, and you go through your life, you try to figure out life. You're trying to figure out the decisions you need to be making. You're trying to figure out this, you're trying to figure out that. You're trying to woo, 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 woo. And in all actuality, bro, it's like everything that you need is in front of you. Like, real shit, bro. Everything you need in life is in front of you, bro. Life is going to play out exactly how it needs to. There's been so many people that I know have gone through the worst shit and became the best for it. Because it's either going to be one or two things, bro. Either a lot of bad shit is going to happen to you, and you're going to become the shell version of yourself that is the you hurt me, I hurt you, what we typically see in the world today. Or you're going to fully imbuke in that hurt. I mean, feel that shit. Feel the hurt. You're going to feel that shit. You're going to have to deal with it. You're going to have to walk with it. You're going to have to maybe talk to God about it. And you're going to have to get over that shit. Like, trauma is so beautiful because trauma is the seed. Trauma is the seed that gets planted to help you know how to further deal with life, to help you further know how to deal with issues, to further just help you deal with yourself. Because, bro, this life we live, bro, is gonna go in so many different directions, bro, on purpose. I keep trying to tell people that life ain't supposed to go, life ain't a one-way street, bro. Like, life is it's a turn coming up on the next 100 feet. Then you might have to make a U-turn at the turn. Then you might have to drive down that street, make another right. Bro, this shit ain't a one-way, bro. Like, life is a complex puzzle, but once you simplify it by, one, finding your purpose, and two, just getting aligned with the individual that you are. Like, bro, like, if you know that you love working out and you're around homies right now that's telling you not to do that and that's telling you to drink, smoke, do this, XYZ, why are you still around these niggas? Because they your day one? Because you used to play sports with these niggas? Because you grew up with these niggas? Like, real shit, bro. Be honest with yourself. Why are you around these niggas, bro? Like, are y'all growing in any form or facet? Is y'all getting better? Or are you just around me because we smoke, or because we do this, or because we do that? So let's just be honest with ourselves. That's the first step. The first step is being honest with yourself. Like, being honest with yourself so you can get to the point of, okay, bro, I made a decision. Maybe the decisions I was making at the time was not the right decisions. Maybe the decisions I was making were fucked up. But I had to learn from those experiences and those situations. It's a lot of bad decisions that I made, bro. Even to this day, bro, like, I still don't make perfect decisions. I still don't make the best decisions. But I'm learning from those decisions and I'm trying to be better. Because everyone tends to always try to be perfect or have some form of perfect persona to basically be accepted by someone who could potentially be on their last leg, bro. Like, you never know where someone is at in their life, bro. No matter how many, times people come around you and say life is this, life is that, life is butters and cream, bro, that same individual could be ready to blow their shit away. And in all actuality, you'll never know that because people have become so good at hiding their true intentions, hiding how they truly feel. Because as men, we're not supposed to speak on our emotions. As men, we're not supposed to tell people what's going on with us. As men, we're not supposed to touch on none of that. We're supposed to be a strong rock, which is true. But in all actuality, bro, we all need a shoulder to lean on at times. I know I need a fucking shoulder to lean on at times. I know I need somebody to talk to at times. I don't have this shit figured out to a T, bro. If I had life figured out to a T, I might as well not be living. So, like I said, bro, don't let your trauma be the thing that's, keeping you in a box and keeping you shelled away from just even enjoying life, bro. Like, bro? It could be as simple as just going out to a lake, going out to the beach by yourself and just sitting there, bro, and just paying attention, bro. Like, paying attention and just buking on the aspect of just being here right now. Like, I'm here right now. I'm alive. I'm well. I'm healthy. Even if you're not the healthiest, even if you fucked up, just sit down and for an hour, bro, just be at peace. Real shit. For an hour, just be at peace with yourself and let yourself know that it's possible, bro. Like, let yourself know that it's possible to deal with these problems. Let yourself know that it's possible to prevail from these issues. Turn your problems into solutions. Be the victor. Stop being a victim, bro. Take charge of your life and get it done. Because like I said, we all go through hard shit. We all go through trial and tribulation. But we can't let that be the forefront of how our life is going to go. Because if you're going to let that be the forefront of how your life is going to go, then what you're going to do is you're going to live a life of trauma. You're going to live a life of being bonded to trauma, whether if that's a relationship or if that's not letting go of past situations, not letting go of hurt, holding resentment towards others. We've all done this shit, bro. But what you're doing is all of that's being harbored in, especially if you're a woman, that's being harbored in your womb, and you're passing that down to your children. In different instances, from a spiritual perspective, when you have sex with someone, that trauma that's being harbored in your womb is being passed to them. It's being inflicted towards them, not even in a negative intent, but you just have not fully let go of that. You've not fully healed from that. You know what I'm saying? And you're not healing for the other person that's done you wrong. You're healing for yourself so you can be able to fully step towards being your highest version. See, like, a lot of times, bro, we be so ready to just sleep with the next person, or we be so ready to get with the next person because everything is instant gratification. Everything is instant. If you pay attention how I can pick up this phone and this phone can turn into motherfucking computer XPS times 2. I could know anything, learn damn near any piece of information in an instant. I can order food in an instant. Like, I can text somebody in an instant. So that's basically giving you the instant, oh, I can do this in an instant. Or I can heal from this in an instant. Or this shit ain't really that bad. But you're not really healing from it, though. Like, healing hurts. I'm gonna be 100 with you, bro. Like, healing hurts. That shit ain't fun. Nobody wants to do that shit. Like, people tell you that healing needs to be done because if you do not heal from your issues and problems, then you become those issues and problems. I'm gonna say that again. If you do not heal from those issues and problems, then you will become those issues and problems. Like I said, bro, I'm not perfect. If I was to sit here and say that, yeah, bro, I got this shit figured out, I'm perfect. Bro, what, nigga? You crazy? Like I said, bro, life ain't to be broken down to a T, bro. Life is to be learned. Life is to be loved. Life is to be lived, gang. Like, real shit, bro. You ain't gonna make the right decision every time. You ain't gonna be the most intelligent nigga in the room every time. You're not supposed to be, bro. You're not gonna always be the most well-versed nigga at the right time. Like, sometimes, bro, you just need to sit back and just digest, bro. That's why they say the wisest man knows he knows nothing, because I know that there's always something to learn. Once I think I know it all, this is what I'm doing. My life, it's over with. It might as well be, right? Because if I know everything, if I beat this game of life, what's the point of me still being on the board, right? What's the point of me still playing? If I know everything, I got this shit figured out to a T, I know X, Y, Z, what you still playing the game for, bruh? That's how I look at I look at things from my perspective like that, bro. Like, if I feel like I got this shit figured out, then I need to go to another end of the spectrum. I need to go to another planet then. I need to do some other shit. If I got this shit figured out to a T, then there is no purpose in me continuing to do what I'm doing right now. So I said that to say, bro, do not let your trauma dictate where your life leads. Listen, that shit is gonna hurt, bro. That shit is gonna feel, it's gonna feel strenuous. It's gonna feel very, very, very deep rooted in your subconscious. It's gonna be things that, you know what I'm saying, like, it's gonna be fun motherfucking situations that you're gonna have to pick the cottons off of. You know what I'm saying? Take the webs off of, because it's just been so long since you've even just thought about that, or even like being able to feel that emotion, to being able to be like, okay, let me heal from this shit. Because healing ain't a one day, it ain't a 1 week, it ain't a 1 month. This shit is a long ass healing journey. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm still healing right now to this day. I'm still healing, bro. I'm still healing to this day. So I said all that to say, bro, it's like, don't be afraid to walk in your journey. Don't be afraid to walk in your purpose. Do not be afraid to do the things you know you need to be doing for your overall spiritual health, mental health, physical health, and just overall just stability as a human being, bro. We don't get taught these things because the people that run this world want you to be in that low vibration. They want you to still be on a lustful vibration. They still want you to be on a, oh, you hurt me, I hurt you. If you pay attention to what gets pushed, a positive message rarely gets pushed and placed on a big platform. You're either going to have to see this on maybe a feed somewhere, on someone else's story, on someone else's account, on someone else's something, on someone else's platform. You're not going to see a positive distinction of someone who is actually going to do some good. I'm not talking about a puppet. I'm not talking about somebody that's being placed in a role to basically hide their hand, hide their true intention, and perceive like they're doing good when they're really doing nothing at all. I'm talking about somebody that's actually going to help you, somebody that's actually going to be a teacher. You have to pay attention to people and their actions. Like I always tell people, don't judge me off what I'm saying. Judge me off my actions. Judge me off my consistency. Judge me off you seeing where I was at. It's a lot of niggas that watch me right now that they saw me in school. They saw me where I was at. They saw me being a lame. Like, they saw me being fucked up. Like, bro, that's a lot of niggas watching me like that know exactly where I was at, bro. But I didn't let that stop me. I didn't stay there. I didn't stay stagnated within that, bro. Like, I prevailed from it. And now I'm teaching other people to do the same, because we all got a gift. It just depends on if you gonna access it. A lot of people got a really great gift, bro, and they just don't want to access that gift because they feel like they're gonna get judged. They feel like they're gonna get critiqued. They feel like people not gonna accept them. And they feel like ultimately they just can't do the shit. But I'm here to tell you that if you trust in yourself, if you give yourself that grace, if you believe in yourself, then you can do the shit. This shit ain't gonna be a one-day journey. No. This shit ain't gonna, hey, what old girl did to you, that shit ain't gonna get patched up tomorrow. I don't give a fuck. You smoke 20 blunts, nigga. The morning you wake up tomorrow, that shit's still gonna be lingering. You gotta deal with the shit. You have to deal with the shit that you don't want to deal with. You have to get uncomfortable within your situations. And that's uncomfortability. Trauma is uncomfortability. Everything that's good for us is uncomfortable. Exercising, uncomfortable. Dealing with pain, uncomfortable. Growing, uncomfortable. Even literally physically growing, nigga. When you have growing pains, those shit hurt, don't it? But you gotta go through this shit so you can become better, so you can learn, and so you can become your highest version.